their stories about their bodies. Actually, these stories compelled me around the world, and I've been to over 60 countries. I heard thousands of stories, and I have to tell you, there was always this moment where the woman shared with me that particular moment when she separated from her body, when she left home. I heard about women being molested in their beds, flogged in their burqas, left for dead in parking lots, acid burned in their kitchens. Some women became quiet and disappeared. Other women became mad-driven machines like me. In the middle of my traveling, I turned 40 and I began to hate my body, which was actually progress, because at least my body existed enough to hate it. Well, my stomach. It was my stomach I hated. It was proof that I had not measured up, that I was old and not fabulous and not perfect or able to fit into the predetermined corporate image and shape. My stomach was proof that I had failed, that it had failed me, that it was broken. My life became about getting rid of it and obsessing about getting rid of it. In fact, it became so extreme, I wrote a play about it. But the more I talked about it, the more objectified and fragmented my body became. It became entertainment. It became a new kind of commodity, something I was selling. Then I went somewhere else. I went outside what I thought I knew. I went to the Democratic Republic of Congo. And I heard stories that shattered all the other stories. I heard stories that got inside my body. I heard about a little girl who couldn't stop peeing on herself because so many grown soldiers had shoved themselves inside her. I heard an 80-year-old woman whose legs were broken and pulled out of her sockets and twisted up on her head as the soldiers raped her like that. There were thousands of these stories, and many of the women had holes in their bodies, holes, fistula, that were the violation of war, holes in the fabric of their souls. These stories saturated my cells and nerves, and to be honest, I stopped sleeping for 3 years. All the stories began to bleed together. The raping of the earth, the pillaging of minerals, the destruction of vaginas. None of these were separate anymore from each other or me. Militias were raping 6-month-old babies so that countries far away could get access to gold and coltan for their iPhones and computers. My body had not only become a driven machine, but it was responsible now for destroying other women's bodies in its mad quest to make more machines to support the speed and efficiency of my machine. Then I got cancer. Or I found out I had cancer. It arrived like a speeding bird smashing into a window pane. Suddenly, I had a body that was pricked and poked and punctured, a body that was cut wide open, a body that had organs removed and transported and rearranged and reconstructed, a body that was scanned and had tubes shoved down it, a body